What's up, nerds? What's up, nerds? Goz Master here with another Magic the Gathering puzzle quest. Today's quest, Vivian On The Hunt, bundle. Yes, I don't know why I'm doing it in a French accent, but it's happening today. I'm going to be reviewing this Planeswalker that's available right now for IRL monies in the vault under the special box star category for $24.99 American USD dollars. So I hope that you guys are in for a tight fit. I'll be going over all of those things in my honest review, exactly what I think and whether or not she's worth the IRL or gold or nothing at all, and where she ranks on the green tier of all the other green walkers that are available to you. In addition to that, I will also be going through a few gameplays as we get through it. Before I do that, you know what it is, Oktagon. You guys are solid. Here's my devilish handshake for you. Up, down, 3 times to the left and up once to the right. You guys are my hack code into getting early access to these walkers, and I truly do appreciate it, Oktagon. Solid, man. I appreciate you guys, and I love the game. If you're new to this, and this is your first time watching a video with yours truly, and you aren't aware of what this craziness is that is Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest, Mr. Goz, I am into the Magic the Gathering paper cardboard flipping. What is this thing you talk about? It's a match 3 swap game, very much like Candy Crush, but way cooler with collectible cards and things you can do. And if you've never played it, there's a link in the description. You should grab a copy because it's a lot of fun. And you might run across me in the great field of the Coalition events. Let's get into Vivian of the Hunt bundle. What's included, what you get for your $24.99 American USD dollars. So initially you get 40 gold crystals, you get 20,000 runes, correct? You get 120 pink jewels, and you get 3 booster packs along with Vivian on the Hunt. Now, these are green packs. One thing I definitely want to point out, though, here, Oktagon, I adore you. I appreciate you. I think you guys are fantastic. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you guys. I'm going to stop pandering now. However, when we buy these things and you don't give us some type of guaranteed rare, something else to sweeten the pot, or even a chance at a masterpiece in these packs, it really is disheartening to see that we're going to spend real money when, for some people, this is a very big, it's a big decision.
It's a big decision for them.
And they want to know that they're getting maximum value. And if you could do something that guarantees even some rares or a rare, something that's non-dupe, that would be really fantastic to sweeten the pot. What do you guys think? Comment below and let me know if that's the case. Oktagon may be reading the comments right now, so you could be going through and giving your opinions on what you think on the bundles as they are that would add more value for us all to maximize our enjoyment. Pleasure. Yes. That said, let's take a look at the walker herself. Mr. Goz, why are you always in your car when you're filming these things? I work from home, my kids work from home, the house is completely filled with people, and they're working, and I don't want to disturb their meetings and whatnot. So if I do record at home, it's usually with low audibles, and I get really excited about this game, man, so I want to, when I'm running errands and doing the things, I record the videos. So, about Vivien, such tiny print that I have to read here, and these eyes are not good for it. 114 life for a monocolor walker. Cool, I prefer 120 or better. It's all right. Her pearl necklace is a Predator's Trail. When a creature you control dies, the first creature card in your hand without mana gains X mana. X is the base power of the destroyed creature. This effect can trigger only once per turn. There's a couple of different ways we can hack this. It's an okay ability. I'll talk about it more here in just a bit after in my final review. We have 3 abilities as always: Rhino Charge, Jungle in the City, and Powered Selection. Oh my gosh, I can't even see this. What is that? 6, 15, and 25. 25! I have been playing some gameplay prior to this, and I'm going to test the builds, my popper build at the very least. I have yet to get the final one to go. It's crazy. All right, it's a little expensive. And then her mana bonuses. Oktagon. I don't like this setup. +4 to white, +4 to red, +4 to green, -2 to blue, -1 to black. I don't know about you guys. I would love your feedback on this. How do you like your mana bonuses? I like a Johnny's mana bonuses and a single color walker. +7 to your main color is ideal. +1 or 2 to secondary colors is fine. But I really like having a distinct advantage in my color scheme, because what winds up happening with the advantage to having a color scheme like this in your mana bonuses is I can swap white or red and leave my greens alone. And in fact, that's what I often try to do, is not to match the greens, so that I can use conversion to maximize my green potential for matching and then bursting the board and going from there. However, as a monocolored walker, not having at least 5, at least 5 in my primary color means that if I have an 8 casting cost card, which a lot of good cards are, that I'm missing that swap by 1. The 4 base plus 3 of the actual match itself. I'm not casting an 8 cast card. My max 1 swap match can get a 7 casting cost card out, and typically they're at 8 or even 9. So when I have 6 or 7 in my primary color minimum, that means I can get up to 10 of a single swap match, 3 in my primary color, that actually casts a card. That's an advantage for a monocolor walker. And I'm going to spotlight a couple of different things in the build that I have here that are limited because it's only green. And you're going to see the true state of green right now. It's pretty interesting. All right, with that said, Rhino Charge. Create a Rhino token, and it's a little 4/4 Rhino with trample. It gains the warrior subtype. Your first creature gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. Your first creature then fights target opposing creature. This is a cool ability, more so than I expected. Think of it as kind of removal that gets to stick around. Don't think of it as a token creature that you get, because I'm going to show you ways you're going to use that in a couple of different builds that I've put together. But really, it's up to, if their creature, defending creature, has up to 6 defense, 6 size booty, and we fight with them with this, we have the option to fight. We don't have to. It can act as removal to anything with defense up to 6 that's in the first position of your opponent, and it's non-targeted. So it's a lot more functional than I thought it would be. At first I didn't think I was going to like it, but I actually kind of dig it. I think it's really good. And green historically has suffered a lack of removal. And for 6 loyalty, that's not a lot. Removal and a body that can continue to do damage. So it's way better than I thought. Way better than I thought. I wasn't impressed with it when I first read it, but I actually like it. Jungle in the City costs 15. That's a big jump, man. But I really like the secondary ability. Destroy the top 12 cards of your library. Return the last 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. I'd love it if one of them was on the board. Those cards then gain X mana. Those creatures get +3/+3. X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Now, if you're running a creature-heavy build, that might be something to pay attention to. I don't look at it for them gaining much mana. I look at it more for gaining the creatures I'm searching for that are OP. And with Streets of New Capenna, there are a lot of really OP cards that you want to get your hands on, get on the board, and dominate with. So this secondary ability, a lot more functional than I thought it would be. I thought I'd have to play a super creature-heavy build, but I'm playing builds that have 2 or 3 creatures in them and still being functional. We'll spotlight that here. Now, powered selection, as of this second, I have not gotten this thing to fire. Powered selection, pick one of the first 4 creature cards from your library, fetch that card, create a powered selection token. That card gains the competition emblem. Then you may destroy target creature you control. If you do, the last creature card in your hand gains 12 mana. So the powered selection token is when a creature you control dies or loses a reinforcement during your turn, perform one of these effects at random. All creatures in your hand get +2/+2. All creatures in your hand gain reach. All creatures in your hand gain death touch. When the support's gem is matched, if this support has the competition emblem, the first creature then fights the first opposing creature. Give me all of that. For 25 loyalty, that's not one of those things is overpowered all in their own. Give me all 3, and that's sweet. I'm only going to have 2 creatures in my hand from the secondary ability if I get to trigger this again. Or if I've saved it up, I might have 2 or 3 creatures in hand, maybe 4, but really doubtful. And if I'm at that stage in the game where I already have kind of the loyalty to be able to cast this and get it to go, I want more from this. Now again, I haven't had this trigger enough times. I think I did actually do it once when I first started playing her in my Mythic build, but it wasn't so powerful that it made me think of anything dynamic with it. So that said, again, pick one of the first 4 creature cards from your library. So I get to put that in hand, fetch that card, create a powered selection token. That hits. The random ability thing happens. That creature gets some abilities. And then it gets a competition emblem. You may destroy target creature you control. If you do, the last creature card in your hand gains 12 mana. So Blitz is really ideal with this. You destroy that creature, you get some additional benefits. I wasn't very impressed with this the first time I read it. And then I played with her.
Hey, phrasing!
That doesn't sound right. But we're going to do it anyways. Let's get to the gameplay. So, I'm going to talk about a broken combo right now. I'm going to spotlight a absolutely busted combo right now featuring this guy right here. Oktagon, you need to fix this guy. He's completely broken. And after people watch this video, they're going to start building with this guy because he is absolutely OP. And when Greg starts piloting a build that only has this creature in it, he's not going to have a choice to do anything else. Now, my build does not feature this creature by himself. It features 2 other creatures. I'll show you why here in a second. However, Rocco Cabriteri Caterer is busted. 7 mana, legendary, 20 up to 20 stored mana, 3/1, white, red, green, elf druid. When this creature enters the battlefield, pick one of the first 4 different creature cards from your library, fetch that card. That card gains X mana. X is this card's stored mana. It's bugged. I'll show you how it's bugged here in a second. Bottom line is I can fetch myself to infinity, and Rocky, hey, yo, Rock, comes in there and winds up knocking out Apollo Creed or Apollo Greg way too quickly. All right, I'm going to just spotlight the other ones. The other one I want to talk about here is Freelance Muscle. It's a nice little combo I have going with it. I'll show you here in a second. 14 mana, 4/4 Rhino Warrior. When this creature attacks or blocks, very important, it gets +X/+X until end of turn. X is equal to the greatest power among other creatures you control. So between him and Rocky, you have a lot of cool stuff. So next we have Evolving Door. This card is amazing. Activate 4, you may destroy the first monocolored creature you control. If you do, fetch the first creature from your library. Then the last card in your hand is a multicolored creature. That card gains full mana. And guess who our multicolored creature is? That's Rocco! So let's hopefully we get him out there. Some more synergy between Brass Knuckles, which gives double strike if you have another equipment. We're using a cheap one called Arc Spitter. It increases your card's level by 1. When a creature you control becomes blocked, deal X damage to the opposing blocking creature, etc. And removal. I want to talk a second about removal in the state of green right now. There is not a lot of really good direct removal. We have Mortality Spear, which is great. The challenge with Mortality Spear is you're going to face Pajani, and tokens do not die to Mortality Spear. It doesn't even cast it. So you have to find ways of getting around that. Binding the Old Gods is good, but it only goes after the last creature. So if they keep reloading creatures on the board, you're kind of stuck taking out their least important ones. And Rockfell Veil to draw and synergize with that to get some mana into the hand. But let me kind of go over one combo that works really well. Disable. Alchemist Vial is a 6 mana casting cost, colorless card that disables target creature until the beginning of your next turn. Draw 1 card. You see, when Pajani's tokens are all the way up with double strike and most importantly prevent damage, your damage doing stuff in green, the most common way of dealing with opponents, does not matter. It doesn't effectively impact the board or the creature. So we want to use Broker's Charm to be able to deal that damage, but we have to disable them first, and we want to take the first position creature always so that we can ultimately get it down and beaten with this. But if that's just not good enough, let's just convert the board, go big, get all kinds of mana conversion, get our boy super big, which I'm going to show you here in a second, and go face. Let's go hunt some lion. All right, here we go. So first things first, we're going to mute that down, get this out, build that up. We don't have anything we really want to cast right now, so we're going to go ahead and hold off on casting that until we get this down a smidge. So I forgot our colors. Red and white are what we want to prioritize outside of green. So we will go here, boom, get some green on the board, get some conversion, fill our hand up, grab some more conversion, and go from there. All right, we got a 5 swap here, which is good. We want to get said boy on the board. We're going to go up here. Actually, we want to go here because it's going to draw another land. Boom. Nothing. All right, so that hit the board. We don't want to use our first ability just yet. We want to go ahead and swipe blue because it's going to crash white, possibly a 4-match, but not really. So there we go. We got more land in hand doing damage, my man. All right. We want to get up to our secondary ability as quickly as possible. We're going to go ahead and get this here. And I want to tell you, Rocco is so broken, I've gotten a second turn win with him. And Freelance Muscle. Ridiculous. Turn 1, powered him up, got him on the board. Turn 2, Freelance one, did some damage. Now this guy right here is another thing. Even if you're not facing Pajani, he is exactly the reason why you need to be using some type of removal. Now in this case, I happen to have this here. In fact, I'm going to lock that down, go here, and try to get that out. And we're going to go red. We really got to dig to our creature, so we're trying to get to our secondary ability. We're trying to get Rocco out so I can demonstrate the broken combo. And her secondary ability is really good for that. And her first ability would be worthless against that creature, against Slayer, because, again, he's not functionally going to do the thing for you. You know what? I want to draw into what I need to draw into here and get Rocco in hand because I want to win as quickly as possible so I can show you more of the stuff that's available with this build. All right, so there we go. Beefs him up, draws a card, Arc Spitter, Broker's Charm. We get that to go twice. We do. We're going to go ahead and take Environmental Sciences and maybe draw into another land. There's that for the next one. There's Rocco. What's up, Rocky? We're not going to do that. We're going to let him go by and do his damage, do his thing, go from there. All right. Now, that does the thing, makes him faster. Let's give him Double Strike. Let's go ahead and use our secondary ability. So we're going to destroy the top 12 cards of our library. We're going to draw 2 creatures from the graveyard. They're going to get mana based on how many creatures are in the yard. We don't have any creatures in the yard. We have both of them in hand. That's kind of redonkulous. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here because we want to get that loyalty drop. Boom. And I'm going to show you the combo right now. I'm going to win right now. He has 125 life. It's going to take a minute. I'm going to hit confirm. I'm going to grab Rocco. He's going to get filled up. I'm going to hit confirm. I'm going to hit confirm again. I'm going to grab Rocco. And I'm going to repeat this process. I'm not going to bore you with it. Let me speed through and get to his major power. Now, on the last one, what you would do if you don't already have a freelance on the board is you grab freelance to end all of the swapping. 5, 5. I could do it here. Let's do it here. Doom, doom. Oh, it's short. Doesn't matter. Swings for 132 points of damage, but if I had Brass Knuckles on the board, I could give him double strike, so I could have gone half as much. Or if there's a way to give them haste, then you can do that. If you have Undo and you do that, and Undo's the last creature, you just power up your creature, and you can have a turn 1 victory with Rocco and Undo as your secondary creature. You just go beef up your Rocco, and then you go pull Undo. That gives that creature haste, and technically in a turn 1, you could have a win with that combo. Oktagon is going to see this, and they're going to fix it. So if you've got him and you want to break him and use him in this way, here you go. If you go into an event with it, Greg, the AI, is not going to know when to stop that. So it's on blast. Let's get to my Peasant build. All right, so here's my Peasant build. We're actually going to lean into the creatures dying mechanic within her abilities. So we're going to use the Blitz creatures. We're going to use Zendikar Royal because we're going to be doing some mana some mana conversion. We're also going to be spotlighting Mr. Orfeo the Boulder, because at the beginning of combat on your turn, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn. Really want to spotlight, Field Trip is really absolutely one of the most powerful cards for conversion. I'm really sad it's going to be leaving in a couple months here once rotation happens. It is the best green mana converter we have in Standard right now. Along with Eureka Moment, Broker's Charm, Deadly Brew. We were talking about removal beforehand, destroy the last creature each player controls. This is something that I like because what it does is it helps trigger your creatures that have Blitz. In addition to that, it also gives you the cards so you can continue to draw and cast and go from there. Explore the Vastlands to ramp into our loyalty abilities and to cast our second, really, which is where it's at, for Ren and 6. For 8 mana, click the first one, convert X gems to your Planeswalker's colors. X is the number of non-creature cards in your graveyard, so spells as well as supports. Very powerful card, and we're going to have a match of the greenies, who is arguably the #1 green walker in the land. Yeah, versus the young upstart. Let's see how we do. All right, here we go. Right into it and right into there. Actually, we want to get that out first because that will make a difference for us. And red, green, and white are our colors. Let's go here. Boom. Nice. If we can ramp into our second, that would be excellent right now. Come on, second. Let's go here. Boom. Let's see if we got anything. We got 1 extra match. We can use it. We will use it. It's going to convert once. It's not going to do much now, but you wait. You wait and see. I promise there will be fireworks. All right, let's go here. Boom. Boom. All right. Didn't convert much, but that's all right. And you'll notice there's no lands in here. Field Trip works even better without lands. All right, now we have our secondary ability, so we're going to cast that, or we're going to trigger that. Let's see if there's any other creatures in the yard. There is, wow, 6 creatures in the yard. There's a lot of creatures. Now we're going to use this. It's only going to convert that many, but that's all right because it actually does the things. Converts and transitions and does. And we're going to go ahead and match 4 there. Boom. Should get some more of those bad boys. Yep. We're going to keep Blitz. We're going to keep... we get to double the power of something. Since this doesn't have summoning sickness, let's double that bad boy. 24, 8. I got a 5. He dies. Pushes that further up on the board. The 4 creature can go now if I need to, and I'm ready to rock on my next turn. So the real purpose of this build is to fuel your elementals or your land. What are they? Are they elementals? I don't even know, bro. Yeah, they're elementals. So get your elementals rocking and rolling with as much conversion as you can. So again, confirm, boom, more elementals. I mean, they're just made for each other. My goodness, are they good. Let's go here. Boom, red, boom, there. Keep the greens. Make the matches, pump the elementals, get more environmental sciences. Her second ability really, really works well with this kind of a deck synergy. So this was a lot more fun to playtest and build out than I thought it was. The synergy in this with that secondary is really, really good. The only other walker I think that has a stronger ability than that is going to be Ren and 7. Ren and 7's ability to feed the yard is it's amazing. Fill your hand and then fill the yard with 4. This has 12 cards to go in though, so that's pretty dynamic. But the high cost to get it to trigger, it's a little pricey. It's a little up there, my man. All right, so first ability, are we going to? Well, we have 2 of these, so what do we want to do here? I think we'll go there. Let's go ahead and make the match. Boom. That triggers that one up. I don't want to cast the secondary Deadly Brew because if I do that, then what's going to wind up happening is I'm going to kill my Elementor, and I don't want to do that. I'll get rid of their whatever that is, their lands, and we'll just race. It's okay. We're the beatdown. We're totally okay with that. We're the aggressor. This is the way of going about it, and if we survive this turn, if my Elemental survives, then we wind up winning. Let's see. She's got 1 spell. I gained 17 life, but will it be enough? Oh, we fought. She brought the fought. Thanks, World Waker. Thank you. Let's see. I think that's it. We're not going to cast that. We will do our second, though. We're just ranking into our second because that ability is solid. And now we should have enough creatures that we're almost at full mana. And now we're going to do this, and it just converts the entire board. Okay, so let's take our last swing here. Is there anything we want to kill or do? No, I think we're good. Let's actually just show the full power of Lysol, shall we? Yeah, let's go here. Boom. All right, we're going to keep Blitz. We're going to power that one up. Boom. Show our might. Ramp up Elementor. And then with Mr. Orfeo, we're going to power up our Elemental. We're swinging for 76 to the dome. World Waker never had a chance. We made her an offer. She couldn't refuse. But that's not my Mythic build. Let's look at the Mythics.
All right, let's talk about my Mythic build. I'm here in my home office, and I'm sorry. I meant to get this video out to you forever ago. I know this is super last minute. However, I got hit with COVID, and I couldn't finish the darn thing. So here I'm finally feeling a little bit better. Wanted to shoot this and get this out to you guys. So here we go. Let's get right through it. You're going to have to deal with a low volume. I apologize. Meeting of the 5, Broker's Charm, Eureka Moment, Reclaim the Waste. You need Meeting of the 5. Go get it. Field Trip's absolutely the best converter in the game. Tameo Field Researcher, you should go get her. It's a rare, but it's really a mythic card because of how you gotta go get it. I really want to take a second and talk about Soul of Emancipation. 17 mana, reach, 3 color, 5/7, so it works with Meeting of the Mind, Meeting of the 5. Avatar. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may destroy a target opposing creature. If you do, create an angel token under your opponent's control. Give them a 4/4. With flying, you may destroy an opposing Vanguard support at random. If you do, create an angel token under your opponent's control, and then you may destroy an opposing non-land, non-Vanguard support at random. If you do, create an angel token under your opponent's control. So this allows you to be able to wipe the board. If you have multiple lined up, you can take out the angel you just gave them, and then basically reset it to a 4/4 that this can block and kill. But we want to be able to win. So Obun, Mul, Daya, Ancestry, we want to disable their creatures just in case we need to. Renin 6. Renin 6 is absolutely a beast. The more I've played with this, the more I like it with, what is her name? Vivian of the Hunt. Let's go face into Johnny. He's going to have some lockdown, so we're going to definitely need that disable watch. Okay, so first things first, we want to get Meeting of the Five out. We want to do this. Green, white, and red are our colors. We'll go there. Alright, we definitely want that out as soon as we can. And let's go green, I guess. Go there. That's good. That's good. Alright. So we got him on the board. Odun. He gets haste. We can beef him up because he's the one protecting our backside. And let's see what happens here. Yep, always correct environmental sciences. We've got this creature on mute so that we can beat down all the beatdowns. And really, we want to draw a card. We also want to use this ability, but it's not going to do too much. Well, it did some. Until we get to our secondary ability. Our secondary ability is really what matters. You want to use that quite a bit. It's pretty powerful. Let's go here. Second, she's all about her second. Her first is good. It's good removal in a pinch, but man, her second is just insane. We're going to mute that down. No. I'm going to, again, give my dude some beefiness. Beef it up, because it's going to go haste right now. More. We're up to our third now. Look at that. The more I play with her, the more I like her. She is a lot of fun. So if you're waiting to pick her up for gold, she's an easy one of my favorite green ones to play with. A lot faster and a lot better than I thought it would be. So now I want to demonstrate this here for you. So we're going to disable that one. First off, always this. Boom. We get your two creatures. Alright. We're going to mute down one of them. We're going to, no, not that. We're going to use this one. Field trip. Now let's go the yard. And just everything turns green. It is so pretty. It's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, girl, you pretty. And, yeah. Oh, there we go. Is that it? I think that's it. We're going to mute that down because we don't need that. We'll let that fly. We'll let that come out. Alright, we'll let our... Oh, we'll get another swap there. Look at this. We're going to make that beefier. Just synergy. Just synergy. Okay, you go. Because it's a 4/4 now instead of a 5/5. I'm going to disable it just because I'm ornery that way. I am ornery that way. And boom. I want to kill it now. We'll leave it because it's disabled. Alright, one extra swap. What do we want to do here? Oh, there's another meeting of 5. Let's go do that. Yes, this is why you lock down your conversion if you don't need it. Because you don't need it. Let's go there. Boom. Boom. And watch the fireworks fly, my friend. The sea was angry that day, my friend. Alright, still beefing that one up. Still taking the green conversion. Bang, bang. And in one more turn, we should win. Let's see. He got nothing. He got nothing. Nothing, I say. Alright, so we're going to get rid of those. We're going to get rid of one of them. We're going to fire off our third, because we want to show it to you. Yes, we want to pick one of the 4/4 creatures in your library, fetch that card, create power sector. The card gains you can pen, then you may destroy a target creature you control if you do the last. No, you don't want to do that. So, yeah, essentially just get a bunch of mana in your hand. I like the second ability way better. The third one is very... You don't really use it very much. Let's actually put it here. And with that, I should still win, though. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even use my... I didn't use my vanguards. I don't need them. I have all the power I need in my hand. Yeah, let's just go ahead and wank that. And I get another shot. Look at that. How sweet. What a sweetheart. Boom. And let's go ahead and do that. Boom. We're going to go ahead and give you some boof. And I'm up to my secondary ability again. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. If you have her, if you use this card, creature, you need to get Ren and 6. You gotta go get it. It's from what set is that? It's it's Vow, so it's gonna survive rotation, so you'll be able to play with it for a while. Let's take another 5 swamp. Let's just go. Disable, draw a card. Boom, Broker's Charm. Let's go do some more damage here. Boom. Another 5 swap. We get to go again. I know I'm delaying this. I'm kind of just making this up, but I want you to see, even if you're behind or wherever it is, green conversion is in a really solid state right now. It's so insane. All right, that's enough. Let's win. Let's win. Let's try to get one more meeting in the 5 out, and then let's win. We can go here. Boom. Nope. Not quite. It's all right. It's all right. 60. 60 will do. That's good. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So, to recap, is Vivian on the Hunt, what do I really think about her after playing with her? Her first ability is really good in a pinch. I already said this several times. I'm going to say it again. Her first ability is really good in a pinch to be able to do some creature removal, as long as those creatures can be taken out with damage. If you're going up against a walker that's known for using any white walker, really, you go up against it can actually potentially run any Slayer, prevent damage, or if you're going against Peasant himself with prevent damage as his third ability, you got to make sure you're sideboarding a card in there that will allow you to disable the creatures so that you can be able to deal with them if you need to. So with damage, that's really critical. Other than that, it gives you a body on the board you can sacrifice to any other kind of casualty abilities. Our first ability is really good, and for 6 loyalty, you can't beat it. It's pretty good. Her secondary ability, Jungle in the City, is absolutely bonkers. Fill the yard, especially if you have Ren in 6 the Vanguard. It allows you to just go ham on green mana. It takes a while to ramp up to, so you'll find yourself taking a couple extra rounds of damage. So I wouldn't use this green walker on a take no damage node. But boy, oh boy, that, and then with Soul of Emancipation, if you have that card, you can go get it. That's another card that's an exclusive, that if you want to pick it up for money, it's really good. I wound up using it against in this weekend's event, and I wound up doing really well with it, except that it's bugged. It will, if you go against prevent damage creatures, it won't destroy them, and it'll give them the angel, so be careful with that. Other than that, the third ability is okay. It's overpriced. It's underpowered. It doesn't really do a lot. I'm not a big fan of the third, but that first two are so good. And again, her loyalty abilities are not it. I really, really, really would love if you gave her 7 to green or 6 to green. Even with all the green conversion, if it was just 5, that would make a big difference. But 4 is just not enough. And because that's like the one thing that knocks her down a bit. I'd rather have a +3 to white and red and a 5 or 6 in green, and the others can stay exactly the same. However, it doesn't. That's my one complaint about her. I actually really like Vivian on the Hunt. I think she's a really solid Planeswalker. I'd put her in a solid A tier. After playing with her for a bit, I thought for sure I'd put her in the B tier just because I'm not a fan of B Walker or monocolored walkers, and especially green with Wind Waker and Ren and 7, who are the 2 most powerful green walkers, but she might be close to third right underneath them. I think she is really good. I think you'd really enjoy her if you're into this type of a play style. You're really going to have a lot of fun with her. Those first 2 abilities, man. I was playing a match earlier with her, and I got so far behind, but her secondary ability and that Soul of Emancipation card, I wound up wrecking Peasant. It was so good with like 12 life left. Yeah, other than that, you might want to find some ways to work in some life gain into her builds, because I just didn't focus on that, and she definitely needs it. But other than that, man, I really, really enjoyed her. What did you think? Did you pick her up? If you did, what have you thought of her so far? What's the best build you've played with her? As always, I appreciate you. You can be anywhere in the world. You're here with Silent Goz today. So get inside of the Discord. I have a link below. Join the party. As always, I appreciate you. You can be anywhere in the world. Thank you for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Clicking like, hitting subscribe, joining the tribe, get into our Discord where we have tons of the best players in the world arguing over the best ways to be able to play this game. So if you want insights, it's one of the best resources to come into, and it's super chill and a lot of fun. I would love to have you there. As always, my friends, until our next quest together, swords up.